Okay, welcome. I got 6 out of 9. It's all right. One of them I got wrong was Hawthorn smashing Collingwood, so I'm happy to get that wrong. It was funny to see Adelaide come back against. I don't know if they came back, but I saw the last minute goal. That was funny, and the other one Geelong lost. So the 3 I got wrong were 3 games that I don't mind. 3 games where I don't mind that we flipping. Let me check if the audio is working. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, 3 games where I don't mind that that I got it wrong, because in all 3 games the teams that lost, it was it was nice to see, especially Hawthorn smashing on it by that much. That felt good. That felt really good, and Geelong losing and then Essendon doing that. That's, for me, this is a good weekend, because even though I didn't get 9 out of 9, at the very least, the 3 I got wrong were results that I'm happy with. So, yeah, that's a good time. Obviously, this won't update, because literally this game just ended seconds ago. But yeah, welcome, Mars Mason, AFL Legend, 69 420. Tip Hawks, can't lose to Crows. I got some bad news for you, but I hope we win. Someone off productions named David. Hey, look, Adelaide away is a tough game. I don't know why you're acting like it's a guaranteed win. That's a harder game than Collingwood at home. He's a secret Carlton fan. I am definitely not, mate. When Hawthorn play Carlton, I'm gonna be a. I really hope Hawthorn beat Carlton. I'm gonna rub it in so hard. You better not lose that, Carlton. Although you always. I mean, I hope you lose that, but if you lose, it's a long day for you. I'm quite proud of us today, even though we lost due to 3 injuries. Yeah, you did. I did hear that yesterday. You had a few players out. But yeah, Brisbane are on a charge right now. I don't think they've lost since the bye round. Brisbane have gone from season over to season very good. I think they're currently third. Wait, let me see if the AFL ladder's updated. Yeah, it is. It is. So they're looking good at the moment. At one point, the season was looking like it was over, and now they're sitting in second. No, I don't think. No, it's not updated. Yeah, they're sitting in third. Yeah. Wait. Let me try and get this up. You got 8 out of 9. That's good tipping there, Mr. Cat. I hate this. Why have I got to type in a new link every time there's a? To be fair, the ladder's not updated on the website either. Okay, we'll wait for that one then. Honestly, Mr. Cat, I don't care that I got that wrong. The 3 I got wrong, I'm very happy with. Like, Essendon losing, Geelong losing, and Hawthorn smashing Collingwood. Like, that is, like, I'm happy with, like, all 3 of those results, so I don't really care that I got 6. How do people ask what team I support? Like, how does this happen every single time? People always ask me, what team do you support? Like, is it not obvious? It's literally in front of you. Look behind my head. Don't look at the lion. Look on the other side of my head. The reason I don't wear that cap anymore is because when I wear a cap, the shadow is too much now. Especially when I've since started doing green screen and stuff. If anything, 2 non-Victorian teams have played this year's grand final. Mr. Cat's gone for 24 hours. Stop this saying I would support Carlton. I do not. I support Hawthorn. Stop this. Bollocks. So after this, we should do a live Stupid Idiots. And then, hopefully, if there's time, ladder predictor. But yeah, it's what, 7:27 in Melbourne? That's not too bad. Right, so yeah. Obviously, Essendon I got wrong, but you know a lot of people expected Essendon to win that game. So yeah, it was a pretty crazy win for Adelaide Crows. Essendon did score 113 points. Obviously, Crows did a bit better, but I'm happy to get it wrong because that was quite a funny result to check. I didn't even check it until like I was at work, like 3 hours after the game ended, something like that. Um, and then tipped the Giants to win, of course, got that right. St Kilda, obviously with Gold Coast, they never win away. Plus the Giants seem to be back on form now. They seem to be doing better again. St Kilda to beat West Coast. Yeah, I would have had a bit more faith in West Coast in other circumstances, but I remember the game they lost at home to St Kilda, and I was just like, yeah, Saints are winning this one. And Saints have been looking a bit better in recent games. Unfortunately for them, they're a bit too late for a top 8 spot. This one again, I'm very happy. We smashed Collingwood. It's beautiful. It's bloody beautiful. The team I support smashed the team I dislike the most. Like you couldn't write it better than that. This year we've smashed Collingwood, and we smashed Richmond. But I don't hate Richmond. But it's funny to annoy those Richmond fans. That's for sure. But yeah, this is the sweetest. This is the best result this season so far for me. It's absolutely brilliant. I just hate the fact that we got smashed by Geelong twice. If we had just beaten them once, it would have been amazing. But smashing Collingwood is bloody beautiful. We did smash North as well, but they're North. They're 17th, so it's not. And plus, when we beat them, they were like terrible. They're better now, but I still think we'll beat them in round 23 or 24 when we play them. This one again, I'm happy. Like just like the Essendon and the Hawthorn Collingwood game, I'm happy to get it wrong. Obviously, I'd prefer to get the tip right as well, but more importantly, Geelong lost in their own backyard. Hawthorn smashed Collingwood, and Essendon choked. So, considering those are the three I got wrong, I'm a happy man. And then you got Port Adelaide versus Richmond. I didn't think it should be this competitive, but yeah, Port Adelaide won the game. Brisbane only just won, but they won in the end. They're storming right now. They are cooking along with Freo, who smashed Melbourne, and Carlton have beaten North. So hopefully this is updated now. I've talked about this. It's not updated yet. Come on, tipping sites. You gotta improve there. I want to see the number 6. I've got 100 tips now though. Maybe I got 6 on purpose. No, actually wait. It'll be 101. It'll be 101 in a second. Never mind. Damn, I should have got one more wrong. Yeah, I think that account's clearly Thomas Footy. Yeah. Thomas Footy's banned for a reason, and then he tried to come back and started being racist in the chat, and like that confirms he's not coming back. He was not banned for racism though. He was banned for spam. It's just that he made like 15th account and started being racist instead. And now he thinks he can make. He's made like 20 different accounts now. Like he's off his head. Anyway, I think how long have I've already been. I've spent like flipping 10 minutes already, and I'm just looking at this. But yeah, let's see the comps and the rankings. Obviously, I am nowhere near the top of both, but obviously, you still want to see who's winning the comp, the Davidoff comp. Seb! He's been near the top for the whole season, I think. I don't think he's been first the whole season, but there he is, just 1 point ahead of Ricky and Makue. I can't pronounce that. I don't know how you pronounce that, but I hope Makue is like at least close. It probably is. It's definitely wrong. Makue just doesn't sound like it's pronounced right. But anyway, yeah, he's there. Then you got quite a few people, a few tips behind. I feel like when you get down to 106, then it's just too far off 111. Just when you think about how tips go, if they keep tipping at the rate they're tipping, then it's gonna be hard. But yeah, got quite a few people over 100, including me. Wow, just 31 people in the comp. Oh, to be fair, there's not that many people in the comp anyway. There's only 61. So there'll be a lot more people who got over 100 tips. The playlist guy, Charlie, he's not having a good day. Yes, Carlo, Mask McGee. What's going on, Mask? You're better than this. Like, yeah, I was just, something's going on here. What's going on? That's ridiculous. Flag Crom, 25. This guy thinks the Crows win the flag in 2025. I mean, we're doing live Stupid Idiots next, so I'm going to put him on the list. But you know, if he says it next year and they don't do it, then there's going to be trouble for him. But yeah, there you go. In the overall rankings, you got 2 people on 120. He told you you don't tip is pointless. Fair enough. Damn. Look at all these tryhards. Forgetful German. Forgetful German. Forgets everything and flipping gets more than anyone in my comp. So yeah, round 20. Let's tip round 20. You only do Gauntlet and tip for pick 5. Yeah, that's fair. Because I'm out of those, I've been taking more risks recently, even though I took barely any risks in round 19. Right, round 20. Let's see how we go. Let's see how we do. Before I go, actually, let me see if the ladder's updated. Yes, it has. So now you can see it here, hopefully. When I update the link. It's the same web page every single time, but I gotta update the link every single time. Let me refresh the cache then, because it's apparently the same link. There you go. There you go. So you got a nice top 4 there. I really hope Brisbane and Freo stay there. I feel like that'd be pretty good to see. I want to see what Freo do with a double chance. I want to see a Freo double chance. I want to see what they're made of, and I want to see Brisbane have another crack at possibly going all the way. But we shall see about that part. If the Giants can replace Carlton, that'd be my ideal top 4. Giants in 4th, and Freo. Like, what I want is Sydney, Freo, Brisbane, Giants. I want to know what Freo can do with a double chance at home. Brisbane versus Freo, I think, would be a good week 1 game, and a Sydney derby in week 1, I think would cook. It would cook, I think. It would cook. But I think Carlton probably make top 4, to be honest. I don't think they'll drop out. But ideally, if they dropped out, they could play, I don't know, Essendon. If they stay there. Essendon are slipping, though. They're in the top 4 now. They're in 8th. But the ladder, that shows how tight the ladder is. But anyway. So yeah, I'm going to tip Carlton to beat Port Adelaide. I can't see Port Adelaide winning that game, especially away. I think at Adelaide Oval they could definitely do that. It's definitely a game Carlton could lose. But yeah, I think Carlton have been better than this season, and I think they'll be too good at Marvel Stadium. I'm going to go 18 points. Umps ruined the Carlton North game late, did they? Did it make that much of a difference, though? I know it was fairly close for most of it, but Carlton have really gone bad losing to North for most of the game, almost lost. Well, hopefully Carlton dropped then. Now, but the 50, the umps made it a certain win for Carlton. What choke? Our position was inflated by not losing a close game until this week. You were 8-1 second, Musk. Now, Essendon have been choking. I know they've been winning a lot of close games with a low percentage, but the way they've been losing the last few games, there's a bit of a fraud watch there. A little bit of a fraud watch. Anyway, yeah. North are playing better. Geelong are struggling a bit. But am I brave enough to tip North? I did say I'd take more risks, even if they seem a bit ridiculous. Should I tip North and see what happens? For now, I'm leaving this here. For now, I'm tipping North. I could change it, but for now, I'm tipping North. Brisbane to lose their first game since their bye round. Gold Coast, they keep doing the same thing. They win at home, lose away. If they finally lose at home for the first time, this game would probably make sense. But I'm tipping Gold Coast. Okay. Port win, you reckon? I mean, it's not impossible. It's a game Carlton can lose. But for me, I just can't see it. But it could. I can see why it can happen. Port winning. Um, he'll tip North for a risk, but take no risk on tipping Hawks. What? So are you suggesting tipping Hawthorn is a risk? I thought you said we're going to beat Adelaide, mate. I thought we are going to beat Adelaide. Why is it a risk I tip Hawthorn? North are not good. North are playing all right though. They're like in games. They're not getting smashed anymore. They're still losing games, but they're not getting smashed like they were in previous rounds. And Geelong, based on the Bulldogs game, they will tip every home team. I can see it. Hey, don't tempt me. don't. uh, Why you got to say that AFL legend? Now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I actually might do that. If I'm going to win, why am I tipping Adelaide? What? No, I think Adelaide away is tough. I think with Adelaide away and Giants away, there's no guaranteed win there. I think out of the next 3 games, our most likely win is Carlton. I think Adelaide away, Giants away would be 2 tough games that we can definitely lose. Can we win them? Maybe we can. Against Adelaide especially, I think we can win. But my head is saying Adelaide are going to win that game. When I tip against Hawthorn, I'm always hoping I'm wrong. I'm never going, oh, I hope Hawthorn lose. It's nothing like that. I want Hawthorn to win. But context also matters. In my head, my head is saying Adelaide are going to beat us. But obviously I hope I'm wrong. Okay? If it's tough, then take a risk and tip Hawks. Because I always tip Hawks pessimistically, my friend. Okay? I always tip Hawks pessimistically. Okay? I want Hawthorn to win, first and foremost. That's the most important thing here. For Hawthorn to win their game. Okay? But if I tip against Hawthorn and we win, I'm happy either way. If I tip Hawthorn, we lose. We lost the game. I got my tip wrong. It's a double loss. I'm only going to tip Hawthorn to win if I'm confident we're definitely going to win. I tipped us against St Kilda. I tipped us against Freo because I knew in those games we would win. I had a feeling. Maybe I didn't know we would win, but I had a good feeling we would win those games. Partly because they're in Tasmania, because we normally do well quite there over there. If we played Brisbane and Tasmania, I'd probably tip Brisbane. But regardless, what I'm trying to say is there are some games I'm confident in. I'll tip Hawthorn. I tipped us against St Kilda. I tipped us against Freo. I think I tipped us against Adelaide at home and Giants at home. I think I did. But away, I'm not confident we'll win. So I'm not going to tip Hawthorn. That's how I tip Hawthorn. I don't tip Hawthorn like... I don't always tip Hawthorn with a level head. GWS Giants will thrash Melbourne Demons. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Like, that's the only away team I'm thinking about doing. AFL Legends kind of been like, oh. But yeah, Free I think will beat West Coast to get revenge on that West Coast game. Well, West Coast absolutely smashed them and embarrassed them. Collingwood I think will beat Richmond. And unfortunately, I hope Richmond win though. That would be funny to see. Sydney to beat Western Bulldogs. And Adelaide to beat Hawthorn. I hope Hawthorn win though. I hope I'm wrong about that one. I want to go for the Giants here. The only part of me that was thinking don't tip the Giants is MCG. Just because the Giants' record there ain't great. It ain't great. I think it's improved a bit recently, but it still ain't great. But because Melbourne are struggling, we just saw Geelong at the GMHBA just get embarrassed by the Bulldogs. It would have been worse as well if the Bulldogs could kick straight. The Bulldogs winning at GMHBA, I know they won it last year as well, but last year it was round 23. Geelong were already eliminated from the 8 anyway. This year it's a much different context. This year was a lot more impressive. Geelong losing like that when they got finals to fight for is... So that gives me my mind is going, okay, so if that can happen to Geelong, then the Giants winning the MCG can definitely happen against a struggling Melbourne who just got smashed by Freo. Melbourne do get these unexpected wins, though. They do get these wins that you feel like they're going to lose and they win. But I'm going to go for the Giants. Any other stadium would have gone for Giants anyway. I was just thinking about the MCG. I thought, oh, should I tip them there? But I'll go for the Giants. So I've taken only one risk, which is a bit boring because I said I'd take more risks. But it's a pretty big risk, North. I don't see Gold Coast as a risk because they always win at home. But Brisbane's win streak is a big factor, in fairness. I don't see St Kilda as that much of a risk. I don't see it that way because Essendon, it's the kind of game they can lose. It's the kind of game they could lose. Just based on how Essendon play, it's a game they could lose. So, tip the Dogs. Nah, they ain't beating Sydney away, man. I know Freo did it, but Freo are a bit more competent than the Dogs are, especially this year. Dogs nearly beat the Swans. Now the Swans have injuries and keep losing. Nah, they're not doing it there. They're not doing it there. they are not doing it there. Okay, it's not happening. They're not beating Sydney. Okay, not this time. Don't like that. Let's not do this. Obviously, I could be wrong though, because I said Carlton definitely beat North and they almost lost. So, yeah. But yeah, those are my tips. I've tipped all home teams except the Giants. I've tipped all favourites. I mean, not all favourites actually. I've tipped three that are not ready. I mean, this is based on percentages only though, so I don't know who the favourites actually are. But there's no way North are favourites. Geelong are definitely favourites in that game. I don't know who's favourites in the Q Clash. I'm fairly certain Essendon will be favourites in that game. But yeah, mostly favourites we've tipped. I do hope I'm wrong on Hawthorn. Definitely hope I'm wrong on Hawthorn. I would like to be wrong on Collingwood, but there's no way to lose to Richmond this year, surely. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being wrong on Gold Coast because I want Brisbane to do well. So, yeah. Put Mr. Cat on the list for mass trolling. Alright, so 69420. One of our members came up with the idea of a live Stupid Idiots we're meant to do a 10-member, a 20-member, and a 25-member member special, like some sort of video to commemorate that. The 10-member video was eating KFC. The 20-member video will be in a second. It'll be a live stream, Today's Stupid Idiots, and that was 69420's idea. For 25, I still got nothing, but we got time to figure that out. But I'm going to stay live on here just for a second. I'm going to go offline and go live again. But I've realised this computer does not have the thumbnail to Stupid Idiots because I edit it on the other computer, the one I watch AFL on. And that's not turned on right now because it doesn't need to be turned on. How far have I got to scroll down to find the thumbnail though? Now I'll just download it off. I go on this website. Boeing. It's not the plane. It's a thumbnail grabber. I'm gonna grab a thumbnail for my video. Look at the magic here, right? Paste, and it auto generates. What the flip? It's not worked. Why has it not worked? Right, it's not worked. Well, that's a bit awkward. That's a bit awkward. Let me try this video. Hang on. Oh my days. Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. It's because the video is private. For flip's sake. I tried to copy this link, but the video's not up yet. There's 3 more Stupid Idiots videos. Expect